Good evening. How is everybody? Nice to have you here. Grandkids. I must have fell out of a chair or something. So, Barn Boy, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Not much. What's up with you? Dirty Dog Diggers, good evening. How are you doing tonight? You're looking lovely as ever. How much longer you got on your suspension there, Barn Boy? You're not still working second shift, are you, Dirty Dog, or third shift? Punk Jay, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I'm getting better and better. I'm still a little weak and stuff, but get to come back October 11th. Well, I damn sure would figure out who done it to you and stop that from happening again there, Farm Boy. Doing better, Punk Jay, doing better. 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. All right. Well, you got to be going to bed here pretty shortly then. I know all about that 3 a.m. I've never worked till 3 p.m. though. That's half a day. That's only 12 hours. When we was driving, I'd go to work at 3 a.m. and get out at 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. They were a little lax. See, when you're driving a garbage truck, every time you stop to pick up uh, garbage, you were called off duty. So you were only on duty for 2 hours, and the rest of it was off duty, on duty for an hour driving there and on duty driving back. The rest of it was off duty. Well, hell, they could work you to death, man. Mrs. Green Thumb, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. What's bad there, Mrs. Green Thumb? Oh, yeah, I've been sick. It all started 2 weeks ago today, around 9 o'clock or 8:30 or something like that. I just started feeling really bad. So man, I got to go at 9 o'clock. I shut down my live stream, went into the bedroom, and I was there for um, 18 hours before I even come out. I was sicker than a dog, and I was sick up until Sunday. I started feeling halfway decent. I still ain't feeling great. So, and I think Bobby's getting the same thing that I got. Must be a computer virus. I had a sinus infection working its way into bronchitis, and Bobby's got the same thing, a sinus infection working its way into bronchitis. I'm taking Augmentin, some other kind of medicine, and Tylenol for the fever. But it was shake, sweats, and fever. I mean, I would shake so bad I could mix paint for you. Yeah, the asthma now, that ain't good. I suffer from COPD, but I don't do anything with it right now because it's not okay, but it's not to the point where it's affecting me. I still can do a deep breath and everything, but I am diagnosed with COPD. Tim's World, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Hairballs. It was a butt kicker, I can tell you that. I haven't did much. Um, I still, even when I do my live streams, I get done. I get my dishes and stuff done, whatever I have to do, and I go in and I lay down and rest. I don't have any energy. Feels like somebody has just literally beat the living hell out of me and not left any bruises. You know what I mean? I'm just so sore. I have no muscle, no strength, no nothing. There you go. What are you doing there, Tim? Thank you. I appreciate that, Punk Jay. I was going to go work for Durkee there, Tim. Durkee food season. Now's the time to go work for them. They were looking for people to pick out fly crap out of pepper. Nope. 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 Yep. 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 Wait a minute. Yep. 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 Thanks. I appreciate that, Mrs. Green Thumb. That's cool. By unhook, you mean unhook all the electrical and everything? And that, I know a guy that was at a farm, and the farmer said, "Hey, there's a bunch of copper cable going to that silo right over there. You want it, you can have it. All you got to do is cut it out of there." He said, "Is there any electrical running out there?" He said, "Hell no, that building ain't had no electric in 25 years." He goes over there with a great big pair of bolt cutters because this cable is about this big and it's copper. He goes to cut that copper cable and wham! It about melted his bolt cutters. He said, "Man, it was a good thing I had rubber gloves on and I was holding on to the handle." It done that, the rubber handles. It literally melted the ends right off in that bolt cutters. Well, that's good. Wait till the copper prices go up a little bit, and then take it in. If you don't need the money, hold on to it till the copper prices go up. They'll end up going up again. I don't know what copper's running now a pound. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I had a whole spool of copper cable, and I made a little jig up on the table, and there's a little pipe that had a threaded bolt that went through it that I ground off into a sharp point, and I you'd screw the bolt down to where it just went through the rubber casing on the cable, but not so far to where it would actually cut the cable, because then it would actually dull the sharp point on the bolt. Well, then I had a winch, like a boat winch, a hand crank. I hooked on that, and I could roll about 30 feet of that cable up and pull it through there. Then I'd cut it, unwind it, pull that cable out, throw it in a bucket or a box, and then I would do the same thing. Hook onto it, and then I'd wind out about 30 feet of it, cut it, and it would peel the rubber right off it, or the housing. Randy Quaid, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You was kidnapped. Well, you're welcome. Thanks. It'd be cool if you were the real Randy Quaid. So, that would be cool. So, I always liked Randy Quaid. I liked him in Caddyshack. I liked him in the one with Will Smith, Independence Day. So, thank you. You got a nice beard too. So, yeah. Well, that, and when you go break into a house you've already sold and start living there, that doesn't help either, Randy. But it's okay. Doesn't make you a bad fellow. Just makes you thrifty. Okay. That's cool there, Grizz. Well, congratulations. You've been sober for 7 years now. Are you the real Randy Quaid? The actor. Are you the real Randy Quaid, the actor? Well, you're welcome. That's our hot dog business. Grab a dog. Thank you. Yeah, that's the best you're going to feel all day, is when you wake up sober in the morning. Yep. It's nice to have you here, Randy. Oh, I bet it is. Randy has 8 supporters. Yep. I seen that. I already checked it out. Tim's World, I was abducted by aliens given anal probe. That's funny, Tim. I know it. They have no sense of decency, do they? Well, it's nice to have you here. Appreciate you being here, really do. So, we're all about respect and dignity. As long as you show respect and dignity to everybody, there's no problem with nobody. You're exposing Hollywood on Twitter as we speak? Well, I'll have to get on Twitter and follow Randy Quaid then. Now, see, your brother Dennis has got himself a new commercial. What is my favorite movie? Actually, my favorite movie of all time is with Lou Gossett Jr. and James Wood, and it's called Diggstown. But I love Caddyshack. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love Caddyshack, but my all-time favorite is Digstown. The Deer Hunter, that was a good movie. Did you guys see that Burt Reynolds passed away today? It is a great film. Too bad, you know, evidently Jerry Reed needed somebody to come up and block for him, so Burt Reynolds answered the call. Isn't that a bitch, Grizz, when they dropped you coming like here in the other bar? Bad times, yep. I always liked Burt Reynolds, thought he was a good movie star. I liked I can't remember the name of the movie, but he plays a Hollywood detective or a Las Vegas detective, and detective and bodyguard or whatever. And some mob guy beats up some hooker, so Burt Reynolds goes over there and makes it, makes it good. So, Smokey and the Bandit. You're right. That was a good movie. Grossed more than Star Wars did. I heard that today. Well, Randy, we have live streams on Sunday night from 8 till 10, Thursday night from 8 till 10 Eastern Standard Time, and then usually Sunday through Sunday, usually at 6:30 a.m. Sunday probably 7:30, depends on what time. I like to sleep in a little bit, but if I have nothing going on them days, it's usually 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. You're more than welcome to show up every morning. Go ahead and guess. Maria, give me hugs. How are you doing? You're looking lovely today. Lovely as ever. Nice to have you here, Maria. I do like Elvis, but I'm in the 70s and 80s rock and roll and country music, 60s, 70s, and 80s. But I do like Elvis. I look like an Elvis guy. Yeah, because I'm old and decrepit. So, you're welcome, Marie. You're jealous of my beard? Now this ain't nothing. In fact, I got to shave it here in a couple of days. I got a big event, a hot dog event, so I got to look nice. So I got to shave it anyways. So I just wonder, because it's all brown or dark right here, but it's all gray everywhere else. So you know, if I just left it the grit, the dark, it'd look cool as heck. But yep, Sharky Machine and White Lightning, they were two great films. You're right there, Tim. Well, thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. So have you posted on Twitter? Let's see, oh, my Twitter account. I don't know. They ain't coming out. Deliverance was a good, but Ned Beatty had the heart. He did, man. He'd always be noticed for the guy that squealed like a pig. R.G. Homestead, good evening. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You guys don't know everybody in here, walk up and down the chat room, say hi to one another, show them some channel love if you want. So, sure do have a pretty mouth. Now squeal like a pig. Wee! Wee! Vavasser, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Well, you're welcome, Theo. I'm doing okay. I appreciate you liking the video. And hello, Mrs. Green Thumb again. You're looking lovely as ever. Jack Sparrow, I found my grandfather, yes. Who's your grandfather, Jack Sparrow? Bless the living. Fine. Yep. I do. I do sound a lot better. I am feeling a lot better. So I'm doing good, Jack. How are you doing? Doing fine. Doing fine. So taking in a lot of liquid between the Powerades and the water and stuff. I was severely dehydrated along with the sinus infection and the bronchitis. My blood pressure at one point was 86 over 48. Uh, they were a little worried about that at the hospital. Why, yes, I do believe in ghosts. I believe in a lot of things. I believe in that we're not the only people out there. We're not the only things out there, life forms out there. There's 100 billion solar stars in the solar system. There's 100 billion solar systems with 100 billion stars in them at least. And so, you know, everybody says we're the only thing. That the odds of us being the only thing are astronomically so low that it cannot happen. So, well, thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. Yes, I do believe in the spirit world. Some people think I'm crazy, but um, I was actually picked up out of my bed the day I got home from the service. I was actually picked up out of my bed and thrown against my bedroom wall. And I stood up and hit the door switch because I thought somebody was in the room with me, and the door was shut, and I was the only one in there. I had been drinking, okay, but I drove home and I went to bed, and I wasn't drunk, so damn drunk I couldn't see straight because I would never do that. I'd never get that drunk. So, so and I do believe in Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you say. Um, there's just too many people that say they've seen it to say there is not one. So they haven't found any. That doesn't make a difference whatsoever. They find 20,000 different species of animals every year. They find animals that were supposed to have been extinct 2 million years ago or 10 million years ago. They still find them. They find animals that they thought were dead 100 years ago or extinct 100 years ago, and they're still alive. So one day, one will walk out of the woods and he'll have a sign that'll say, "Take me to your leader." So people think I'm crazy, but hey, until I'm proven wrong, who's the crazy one? Daniel Boone seen one, Davy Crockett seen one, and they both wrote about it. Lewis and Clark wrote about them, seeing them. The Indians have seen them for hundreds of years and have talked about them, have depicted them in cave dwelling paintings and everything else. Um, Teddy Roosevelt, I think he also said he's seen one during a hunt. Um, there's several famous people that have seen them. Okay, Iron Dog. Hey, Chris 270 might put my picture on his new shirt, so I thought I would give you the opportunity to. It's going to say Jerry's Woodshop Outdoors with Grizz. Okay. Well, that would be cool. I would have to figure out how to do it. See, Grizz, he's getting his stuff set up. I've already got my stuff set up, but I don't. I tried to put pictures on my stuff and I couldn't do it, but Grizz seemed to be able to do it. So I don't know. He's more technical at it than I am right now. So, but yeah, I'll put Jerry's wood shop on it. Right there, about this high, uh, at the tail of the shirt. You know, the tail where you tuck it in. So we'll put it right there. Or we can put your name on the bottom of the coffee cup so everybody sees it when you're empty. How's that, Jerry? Nothing but the best for you, buddy. So, hi, Marie. You're looking lovely as ever. Well, thank you so much, Randy. I appreciate it. I really do. It's nice to have you here. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, you've been Randy Quaid has actually been a member of YouTube since January 29, 2016, so he's been here a while. And programs I like watching the History Channel, the Discovery Channel, the Cooking Channel, Beat Bobby Flay, Chopped, Guys Grocery Games, Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives, Diesel Brothers, Street Outlaws, um, American Chopper. I used to watch, oh, Danny's Custom or whatever. I used to watch him, but some of that's just so far fetched anymore. It's hard to watch. I like watching the Alaskan Bush family. I like watching Alaskan Frontier. Anything with Alaska Gold Rush. I like watching all that stuff. The Deadliest Catch, yeah, I watch that every once in a while. Counting Cars, yeah, I used to watch that all the time, but the guy is so into himself. I think he looks in the mirror just to make sure he's still there. So, you know. The Red Green Show is going on tour in 2019. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you said. I must be a sexy beast, you, they, Retro. You're one hell of a guy. But by the way, there, Bay, it's Dick here, so that's number one. So two strikes, you're gonna like to be out of here so quick that you know your little hard on or boner that you have is gonna dig dirt like a plow, I guess. So okay, you don't even get a second chance, you moron. So. Usually I got that times typed in there different ways, so yeah. That's one word I don't want typed in the chat room is the F word, and I've got it typed so it's not supposed to be put in there, but evidently, um, I don't know. Kick his ass, Seabass. There you go. That's right. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is be decent. You know, I don't care if you're a troll or not. You come in here, if you're a troll and you're decent, I don't care. I'll treat you decent. I'll treat you with dignity and respect, just like I expect you to treat me. You can be the biggest troll in the world. I don't care. As long as you treat everybody decent in here, that's fine. So you said hi to him? Yeah. So, gone like yesterday's wine. That's right. So I have there's a couple of people that come in here that are supposed to be really big trolls, but they treat us decent. There's no Gogurt. There's only one. Well, there's only one. Then you're not getting it till I get more because it's not fair if you get it, nobody else gets it. So that two. There's not two. Next, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 22nd, or the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, I believe, or something like that. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The third Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the week. We have a 3-day event up at the Antique Tractor Club, and then on that Saturday, I have a hot dog event or an auction to do, which I double booked. So I got to do an auction on that Saturday. So I'm taking different equipment to do the auction while my wife and my daughter are at the Antique Tractor Club doing the Tractor Club. And then Sunday, I'm bringing another cart up to where they're at Saturday night, and I'm going to grab their cart, or my cart, Sunday or Saturday night, and bring it home because I have an account to do, or a 200 hot dog account to do on Sunday. So it all pays. The 3-day event is, it usually is a good event. The auction I usually make around $100 or so, somewhere around there. And that other one is a paid event. They're paying for at least 200 hot dogs. Told me to bring more. So if I serve more, they're going to pay more. So I said, fine. So, try to be a busy guy. So, you're in Lincoln, Nebraska? That's cool. So, yeah. I'm using the same cart. I don't know if you guys seen it or not. I had a couple of videos of it, but I had a second cart in the garage, and he come and got, the owner of it come and got it about a month ago or so, a month and a half ago. And I called him up and said, hey, man, I need to borrow that cart. And he said, hey, no problem. He said, I'll bring it right up to you when you need it. I said, okay. So he's not using it. He hasn't got it. It's still inspected and everything, but he's not doing nothing with it. So I'm still trying to talk the missus into, buying it. So we have it. But okay, that would have been cool. I don't know how good it would go over here because I tried selling saddle dogs and nobody wanted cream cheese on their hot dogs. So I don't know. So what's there to do in Lincoln, Nebraska? Where's Gretchen? I don't know. I think she's outside with Grandma. Go watch some TV, honey. If you guys didn't see the video I posted today for dinner, that actually was pretty good. I took chicken legs and thighs and wings and boiled them, got them cooked, drained them. Yes. Then I put them in a throwaway pan and I barbecued barbecue sauce them. I put them in the oven, baked them for about an hour and a half. And then about the last 20 minutes, I turned it on broil so it would actually give it a little, like charcoal look. It turned out really good. Kitty on the kettle, huh, Grizz? That's right. So, all right, there. Go ahead and put it on mute. I don't care. I see how you are. As long as you're watching, I don't care. Anything happen exciting to anybody today? Give me something to talk about. I did have a woman contact me today wanting to know if I was interested in buying a steam table. I said, well, I might be interested. It was a reasonable price and it's a Gen Air. It's a nice one. I said, what kind is it? Is it electric or gas? And if it's gas, is it natural or propane? And if it's not, is it electric? Is it 110, 220, 115, 208? What is it? So she contacted me back. I don't know. I have to ask my mom. It's hers. So I'm waiting for a text to come back on that. So, and I have not got one yet. Uh, but the price was reasonable. If it's something I can use, I will actually go down and look at it. And the one guy that has a hot dog stand or whatever, hot dog, he said it's a hot dog cart, and it's not because it doesn't. The only thing it's got is a warmer tray in it, and that's it. It doesn't have anything for hot dogs. You got to supply everything, the roller and everything else. So he uh, he texted me today. Oh, I accidentally took it off a marketplace, but if you're still interested, give me a call. Uh, I said, are you still firm on your price? And I haven't heard back yet. So, okay, Vavasser, you have yourself a great day. Nice to have you here. We're glad to have you. A lot of these people don't understand, they got this stuff for sale, which is nice and dandy and everything else like that. But when I buy it and I bring it to mine and I have to have it inspected, it's $485 to have it inspected. So if I buy this thing for $300, I get 485 into it, so that's $785 into it. And I still got to put a roller and some, a hot dog roller and some other stuff into it. And I got to do all that before I can have it inspected. This thing went from $250 to well, I can't help it if you got a boo. You got a looks like a mosquito bite. Go sit there and
I scratch it.
well, quit scratching it and then go sit down and watch TV.
I can't.
Go show it to Nana. Okay, go show it to Nana. It's 250 or 300 bucks by the time you put a 400 on it and you put a $500 roller on it. You're $1,200 into something that's probably only worth $500 at best with a roller on it. So, but you can't get around the inspections. That's just one of the things. If you buy something new and you put it on, it has to be inspected. So, or you buy something different, yeah, it has to be inspected. So, thank God my cart has already been inspected. I don't have to pay that inspection fee no more. I just got to pay a state fee every day or every year to get it licensed. So, the joys of living in Michigan. So, what kind of machines are you uh, unhooking there, Tim? Used to have this plastic shredding company across the street from us, and I used to pick up their garbage, and the guy, but I'd go in there, and get him to sign a ticket, and he's sitting there saying, this damn machine right here gets so hot I have to shut it down. I said, why do you got to shut it down? Why does it get hot? He said, well, because it shreds so much that it gets hot. I said, well, here's a thought. If it gets that hot, why don't every 10 of you just, instead of you throwing in this plastic and stuff, why don't you just throw in a jug of water? That'll help cool it because the shredder actually runs in like a little belly right there, and that water will stay in that belly until it dries out or evaporates, and then you throw in some more, and that'll keep the blades cool. He thought for a minute, he said, that does sound like a good idea, and he started doing it. About every 15 minutes or so, they'd throw in a jug of water, and it would, the machine would keep running. It wouldn't get hot. The blades wouldn't get hot. The plastic wouldn't stick to it, and it was, it was good for him. So the lumber mill, okay. Are you getting a sawmill? #802 vids just went live with a test. Be nice if they give you a crap ton full of lumber, wouldn't it, there, Timmy? Wouldn't that be great? You get to go home, hook up the old horses in the buckboard, and go down there and pick it all up. Granddaughter's hiding in the corner scene. That boy, 440, just went live. See, I have no ill feelings towards him. I'll tell you when he went live. Yeah? Okay. The lumber's all gone. Oh, hell, that ain't no good there. That ain't no good deal. Start tearing down the building, Tim, when you get done. You can get some lumber out of there then. So anybody got something they want to talk about? Have y'all seen John Franco's YouTube video? I will put it up here on the link. As soon as I can get it. Okay, this morning he had 30,000 views on it. Today, right now, he's at 35,288 views on it. If you haven't seen it, here it is. I'm going to give you the link for it so you can watch it at your leisure. It's about Nike, so pretty good. So, go ahead and take a look at that. That's John Franco. He's a regular in the chat room. So he's got 1,500 and some subscribers, but he's just hit 35,000 views on one video. It's gone viral. So, pretty cool. You wear black Amish shoes? Do you wear, you don't wear horseshoes, do you there, Tim?
Papa.
He's from New Jersey. He lives in New Jersey. Huh? No, you gotta go.
He's tired.
You be quiet.
Okay,
stand right there. Hey, he's from the. You wear black Amish shoes and a flat hat. There you go. But he is. Yeah, he is from New Jersey. But I think that's pretty neat that his videos went that way. Well, I don't know if he's from Brooklyn or not, but I know he lives in New Jersey. So. Got that Brooklyn accent? Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Don't get Nana.
No, I'm not getting Nana. Go watch some TV.
Mama,
I don't care if you're gonna scare her. She's out having a cigarette. So
well,
granddaughter's trying to hide around the corner to scare my wife.
right?
You talk to him, okay?
Let's say hi.
Go watch some TV.
Let's say hi.
No, you're not gonna say hi. Go. No, no. There's child labor laws involved. Kids, aren't they wonderful? Grandkids, aren't they great? Yes, they are. So, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Banking on money. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I did save you a chicken leg there, Banking. People say I don't read their comments. Yes, I do. He said, save me a chicken leg. I did. It was actually pretty damn tasty. I was impressed. And it was just something out of the blue. I said, "What are we having for dinner?" She said, "I don't know." Be over in Flash. There you go. So I went out to the freezer and I knew I had a couple packages of chicken out there, so I got that, brought it in, run it under some water to get it out of the package, got them apart, and started boiling them. So I got a whole chicken out there I want to roast. I think that would be pretty cool. But I do it different than most people. When I roast a chicken or a turkey, I actually put some, like a whole onion and an apple and stuff like that inside. So when it's cooking, all the juices from that apple and that onion actually release moisture back into the bird, so keep it moist. Um, I think um,
Yes, please.
I think it's every 30 days or something like that that they do a financial report and it tells you what you got and stuff like that. And then they deposit it or whatever. I don't know because I'm not making any money on mine. Everything I got's going to charity because
Papa,
my coffee cup is $8. My
can you
t-shirts.
go get money at a store?
Will you go?
Go get money at a store,
No.
Mama. Mama,
Anyways, my t-shirts are $12.50. Hoodies are 20. I make like 26 cents on the hoodie or something like that. And t-shirts, I don't think I'm making anything. I know I'm not making nothing on the stickers or the coffee cups. So, and whatever money I do make, it goes. It's just a few cents, so it goes into the charity thing. So, got some Cornish hens you need to cook. Yeah, but take about 12 of those to make a meal for 3 people. This right here is probably, I don't know, 5.5, 6 pound bird. I'll bring it in, thaw it out one day. And I'll put it in the roasting oven, in the roasting pan, and I'll put an apple and an orange inside it, whatever I can fit inside it. So, what I like to do is peel the skin up and then put some butter and some seasonings and stuff in between the skin and the breast meat, stuff like that. Works out pretty good. Yeah, you can set your own price. Right at the very end, before um, you settle on what you're doing, it'll say Gideon T-shirt, 18.95. Your profit is, $9.95 or whatever. I don't know what it is. And then what you do is you can actually cross out those numbers or take out those numbers and put in the price you want. And you can go down to where you're actually not making a penny on it. So you can't do it now, but you can do it before your next 3 days. So or maybe you can. I don't know. I've never been able to figure out how to edit it out. So, uh, and they've got that helpline, and Chris will come help you. Chris doesn't know nothing. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the coffee cup I got is 8 ounce, or it's 11 ounce coffee cup. It's $8 plus your shipping and handling, which is I think $2.50. So it's $10.50 per coffee cup. So yeah, and the T-shirts I get, I think they're $12 for the T-shirt, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm making 6 cents or not even nothing on them. The hoodies I got at $12 or $20, and I think they're just making 26 cents or 42 cents. Around everything up to the nearest dollar. That way, it's easier for people when they sell, buy with a credit card with it. There's none of this, fancy dancy. It comes up to $26.71. So it'll always come up to the half dollar or the dollar because it's either $2.50 for shipping, or if you buy so much, the shipping goes down. So Amber, how you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. So, but that's how I did it. So, yeah. But the other stuff I had, like the coffee cup I had before, the coffee cup was $12.50 and stuff like that. And I've actually only made $5 off in Teespring. That's all I've ever made, and I never even made that. It was $4.20.
Okay.
I was never in the hospital. I was just in the emergency room just for a few hours there, Amber. I went Monday night to the emergency room. I got home. I think we went about 8 o'clock, and I was home by 1 o'clock Tuesday morning. So 5 hours. But I was really sick, and they didn't help. But they hydrated me and checked me for all sorts of stuff. But I ended up going to my doctor on Wednesday, and she diagnosed me with a real bad sinus infection and bronchitis. And by the way, people, I went back to the shoe store today. I took my Nikes back, and I told them every time I stand up for the national anthem, they hurt my feet. So they took them back. And she's trying to hide from you.
Get over.
Stickers, I got stickers set at $2, exactly what they cost. So, Picker Rick sells his for $3, so that ain't bad. If you can get them sold for $3 a piece, that ain't bad at all. So, that's right. Green Bay Wacky is going to go live in 30 minutes with his Thursday night prayer. So make sure if you guys want to go see Green Bay Wacky, you keep him in your mind and your thoughts. So. I try to see him every once in a while. The last couple of weeks, I have not had the energy to do nothing, man. I just get the stuff done that I got to get done, and then I go back in and crash. So I was surprised that I got dinner done. I was actually out there the entire time cooking, so, but it was worth it. Threw your old Nikes away. All right, Marie Kathlinger, you have yourself a good night. We'll see you in the morning, God willing. Well, John threw his stuff away, but I think he actually took it back out and give it to the handicapped, or give it to the homeless or whatever, the needy. I've never been to Great Falls, Michigan, so I couldn't tell you. Probably is a great place to live. I bought some Nike stuff before, but I've never owned it. I've bought it for my kids, but I've never owned it. I bought it for my youngest, let's put it that way. So, and he's got a bunch of Nike stuff, and he won't wear it now either. So, all right, there, Marie. We'll see you in the morning. So, where have you been, Amber, for the last few days? Yeah, Ford and Chevy, Dodge are exporting, and Toyota and Honda and Nissan and what else? Another one is bringing them in. So, yep, just screw it. Now, I was thinking about that today. Stormy Daniels is so upset that she had an affair with Donald Trump 11 or 12 years ago, and that he paid her off, that now she can't keep her mouth shut about it. She wants to complain that he was, I don't know. So, how many other famous people, movie stars, politicians, and that alike, and millionaires, billionaires, and whoever, have tickled toes with that bimbo in bed? And I wonder how many of them are worried she's going to do the same crap to them as she did to Trump. Most likely. How you doing, Gage? Gary, nice to have you here. I was asking about you this morning. I was wondering where you were at. Um, there is a store that I seen today that's got all their Nike stuff 50% off. And on the store, on the window, it says, "Fortunately, we still stand for the national anthem, but we won't deal for Nike." So they're getting rid of all their Nike stuff. You're right. I wonder how many politicians and millionaires, billionaires, and actors are sweating bullets now. Because if she's already been paid to be quiet and is running her suck, who do you think else she's going to run her suck about later on? Because she knows now it's nothing but money, 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 money. And to be quite truthfully, I don't think she's that good looking. Really, I don't. She's nothing appealing to me. I mean, sure, she's a porn star, but she's basically a tramp in high heels. That's all I think she is. That's right. They should have had the Clinton connection of that. I haven't heard that. From what I've heard, they've lost $3.75 billion day before yesterday, just in stock. There's a TV on in there for?
There. Yeah. I should live them off.
Yeah, you're right. That's what she wants, more pocket money. Stormy Daniels. Yeah, that's exactly what she wants. And it was every boy's dream to watch a girl like that. Now, you know, I don't know. So, right? Well, I thought the stocks dropped $3.75 billion the day before yesterday, the day after they announced Kaepernick as their spokesperson. I may be wrong, but that's what I thought I heard. But I have been known to wander in and out, delusional states. I don't know. It's just me. I just hope they go bankrupt. But that's the patriot coming out in me. So, you know, I realize everybody that's that's served in the military spot for everybody's freedom to give you a choice to do whatever you want. That's your freedom. But there's a difference between your freedoms and then stepping all over your freedoms. Well, Tesla, he did that move to say he was going to go private and he had the funding and all that, so he would drive the stocks up, so he could sell them or whatever. I don't know what the hell the deal was on it, but they're investigating that because they think that was just a ploy so he could get more money. Good evening, Gene. Nice to have you here. I don't think they did. So, I Kaepernick is a sore subject with me. Um, like I said, there's been plenty of people that's died for his freedom so he can do what he wanted to do, but stepping all over, you know, the national anthem and the flag is a freedom that's should not be afforded to do. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Blasio or whatever, the mayor of New York said he hated Chick-fil-A and that he wished they would go bankrupt and all this other in his own city. This restaurant started up in his own city, and he hates them, doesn't want them to do good, wants them to go bankrupt, and they've had a line out the door ever since they've opened. Uh, so, yep, sometimes it does. But are these people buying these Nikes at reduced prices, or are they paying full price for them? you know, you can go to the store and buy a pair of Nikes for $40, or you can go to the store and buy a pair of Nikes for 160. So what are you going to do? If the stores have got them all on sale for 100, for $40, so they can get rid of them, so they're not stuck with them. I guess sales are going to spike for Nike or whatever. But that doesn't mean they make any money because, well, they do because the shoe costs them $2. So all that child labor and sweatshops and everything. But They're not getting the 160 that they wanted. That's the thing. Are they getting regular price, or are they selling them at sale price? Fire sale price. If they're selling them at fire sale price, they ain't making. Well, they're making money, but what I'm saying is, they're not making the money that they should have. The profitability isn't there. So, and like I said, dude, I seen a place where the one store is having all their Nike stuff 50% off, and because they said we'll stand with the anthem before we'll kneel. So kneel with Nike. So I'm sure there's a lot of stores that are doing that, selling them for 50% off or whatever, at cost just to get rid of them. And if they do that, are they ever going to order them again? There's another thing. If you sell Nikes now and you've had it with Nike, are you ever going to order Nike again? That's it. That's another thing to consider. You know, sure, we'll sell all your Nike stuff right now. We get it out of our store, but we're never going to order nothing else from you. What good did it do you? Now you just lost a distributor. You just lost somebody that was probably selling 50, 60, $100,000 worth of your stuff a year, and now they're not. I think that's a bunch of crap there too, Amber. Nobody was offended by them 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. Now all of a sudden they're offended by them. That's bullshit. Give them a history book. Before they can be offended, have them read history. That's one thing that isn't being taught no more in the United States is history. Good evening, Junkyard. Nice to have you here. You're probably right, Grizz. Just finished mowing the 2 acres. But some places are just like Hobby Lobby. It's a religious store. The owners of the store are really religious. And, they don't work on Sunday. They don't sell, stuff that's demonic. They don't do any of that stuff. They won't offer health care that pays for abortions. And people are upset about that. Well, they've been upset about it or whatever. They've been to court and they have won. They put it underneath their religious beliefs. So, trying to beat the rain? Well, now, Junkyard, aren't you the one that's been bitching for the last 2 months that you ain't getting no rain? Then you get some rain. Then you don't get no rain. Then you get some rain. Now you don't get no rain. Now you're getting some rain and you're complaining about it. What are we going to do with you? See you later, Kevin. Have a great one, man. That's cool there, Gene. That's cool. Got the newspaper and a couple of TV stations. That's cool. Lightning in the north. Well, don't worry about it. You got rubber handles on your zero turn, don't you? You got a rubber steering wheel. That won't get you. You'll be perfectly fine. I tell you what, though. If you got a hitch on the back of that garden tractor or that lawnmower, you put yourself up a great big old copper rod, about 16 feet tall. That way you're grounded. See how that works for you, Junk. Man. Yeah. Could use a week or two without some rain. There you go. Yeah. I have something I got to send you there, Junkyard and Kevin. Batter up. I have to send that to you. It means it is baseball season. These homemade squash are sure good too. I didn't know you made homemade squash. I'll send her. I'll send her tomorrow. Make sure you're not squeamish. Wow, that's pretty cool. Just picked. Okay. Yellow squash, summer squash, zucchini. I was going to get some tomatoes and do some tomato juice and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I can still buy them, but I don't know if I want to go through the hassle of doing it now. I'm still not feeling good, and if I was feeling good shape, I'd think about it. I love summer squash, the little yellow summer squash and zucchini, and I slice it up. I put it in a bowl or a bag or whatever, and I throw some oil in there, some salt and pepper, some garlic powder, some other, some chili flakes and stuff like that, and let it marinate for a few hours, and then I throw it either in a frying pan or on the grill. Well, that's good there, Gene. Hopefully you get recognized and get you some help, get you some more support. It'd be nice. Well, thank you, Phil. I appreciate it, man. I really do. You had some fried potato patties? Yeah. You had some homemade potato cakes. Yeah, that would be even better, wouldn't it? You are lucky you got recognized. I get recognized too. Hey, you! That's what they say to me all the time. Hey, you! I'll take a hot dog. Aren't you the hot dog guy? Who was it that recognized you? Your uncle? Your aunt? Cousin? Niece? Nephew? Neighbor? The guy that works at the Dollar General store? Okay. And bill collectors, that's the only one that recognizes me. Yeah, me too. Well, you know what, Bankin? I have a twin. I am a twin, really. I am a twin. But there's another guy that lives about 25 miles from here. I've been to this small town. I've walked into a restaurant, and people walking right up to me. How you doing, Steve? Haven't seen you in a while. Where you been, man? I'm not Steve. Women walk up to me. How you doing, Steve? How's your mom? I'm not Steve. I've been to this restaurant a few times, and they keep thinking I'm Steve. And I said, I must really look like Steve, or he must really look like me. And one woman said, I'm going to tell you right now, if you were standing side by side, it'd look like you were looking in a mirror, or in front of one another. It'd look like you're looking in a mirror. I said, you're kidding. She says, no, you guys look exactly alike. Everybody has a doppelganger. Even if you have a twin, you still have a doppelganger out to someplace. All right, there, Gene. There you go. Walk in here and see what happens. Worst thing they can do is shoot you or put you to work. Well, it's the Googler. How you doing? I did watch your video. I agree. I agree 100%. It is nerve wracking. So, you know. And in that town, I actually was pulled over with a garbage truck, and they didn't believe who I was. They didn't call me Steve either, but they thought I was my brother, and they kept calling me a liar. And I kept telling them, no, I'm not. I am a twin, and they kept telling me, no way, you're not a twin. I said, yes, I am. And I was there for 2 hours. Finally, I said, here, call this phone number. And I gave them my mom's phone number. I said, you ask for her, and then you ask if she's had two of us little bastards born on the same day and what the names are. And I guarantee you she's going to tell you one is Keith and the other one's Kevin. About 5 minutes later, he comes walking back up, hands me my driver's license, and said, have a good day. By the way, where is your brother? I said, hell, I don't know. I haven't seen him in 6 months. That's because he was living in Indiana then. So. I have no idea. Hey, sit right there. Just sit right there. Somebody's running, stomping, or whatever. I don't know where they're at. Oh. No. There was only two of us at the time. So somebody give me a subject to talk about. I can either quit at 9:30 or quit at 10 o'clock. If I have something to talk about, I'll quit at 10 o'clock. If I ain't got anything to talk about, I'll quit at 9:30. Because I got to come up with some subject matter by 6:30 in the morning. Glad you hadn't been drinking. There you go. I live in Michigan. Yeah, I've been in Michigan all my life. So yeah, run the other way. Run, run, run. Oh, yeah, I live just I don't know 14, 15 miles north of the Ohio state line. 38 miles northwest of Toledo, Ohio. You notice how many people have seen Jesus walking? There you go. We did have Jesus walk through our town one time. I had a guy all dressed in, white garb, had a long beard and long hair, and he was carrying a styrofoam cross, and he was, and it had a wheel on the bottom of it, so he wasn't dragging it. But he was carrying it, and he was supposed to carry it across the United States or whatever, and he come through our town with it. I want to move probably to either Tennessee or Missouri or something like that, someplace where the climate's a little better. I'd like to move to Tennessee or Missouri or, you know, maybe somewhere in Alabama. I don't know. Somewhere where the climate's better. You don't have to worry about so much snow. And you get a boat. Did you bring enough back for the rest of us? You got to get that chili in you because you're gonna be shoveling snow here in about 2 weeks. Thinking Texas, North Carolina, or Texas. Okay. Tennessee, North Carolina, or Texas. Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know. My original intentions were, if I never wouldn't have never gotten sick, was to buy a truck and then drive the United States with Cappy and tour the entire country. You know, go to one state, do a few runs through the state. Look at it. If you want to spend a few days, it's your own truck. You can do whatever you want. Then grab another load, go someplace else. You know, I wish we could have done that. That would have been nice. So I've always wanted to go to Alaska too, but it's cold there during the winter. So I would like to go to Alaska to visit, but not to stay. I understand that. Your sister's been to every state in the union. Is she a truck driver? Stupid phone. I do own land in Alaska, so that's pretty cool. Another thing to do is if you're gonna go to every state in the union, like you'd start here, like I started in Michigan, I would start here, go through Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, up into Wisconsin, then hit the upper states, come down, okay, then come back across, come back to Michigan again. And then, 2 years later, you leave there again, go back down, go through the lower states, and then come down to the bottom of the states. And that way you've got that whole west side and, east or middle or Pacific, central, whatever, of the United States done. Then you can concentrate on the next few years of going east. Okay, that'll be okay. Let me know. Well, McDonald's off in 75 right there. In Toledo is right there. There's a Pilot, a McDonald's, a Subway at the Pilot. There's a McDonald's there next to Meyer grocery store. There's a Burger King there, I believe, and a Wendy's. Yep, that's the thing to do is take a travel trailer or a pop up or whatever and go that way. Scrap Hawk, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Just visiting the Football Hall of Fame. Just stop and see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Or you could have went to Dayton and seen the Air Museum there, the Airplane Museum. That's Alexis Road right there in 75. Know it well. I haven't been very far. I've been Indiana. I've been to Chicago, um, Michigan, Ohio, uh, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, um, Georgia, Florida, and I think I've been to Alabama. That's about it. Yeah, it's cool. Well, your husband lived up in or is from Howell, Michigan, so that ain't that far from here. Never been way up north or northeast, yeah. I'll tell you what, there, Joan, it gets cold here in Michigan during the wintertime. Not as cold as it gets up in Wisconsin or Montana or North Dakota or Wyoming or whatever, but it does get cold here. And Gene will tell you it gets cold there too. So. And by the way, there, Junkyard, I did read about Freckles. That's a pretty interesting story right there. During the winter, yep, Gene sells unassembled snowmen. during the summer, he sells them in the liquid form. Need to go north for the summer and come back here for the winter. Yeah, there you go. It gets pretty damn hot up here too sometimes. Green Bay Wacky just went live with this prayer stream. So, um, thing to do there, Gene. And since you get absolutely freezing weather there, build yourself a nice root cellar deep into the dirt, block it all up, and get you a couple hundred buckets of that fresh Maine ice water that you get during the winter, and take it down there and put it in your root cellar. But the thing to do is you leave your root cellar door open for a couple of days while it's really freezing cold out there, so all the blocks and stuff get nice and cold. And then those buckets are froze full of water. So now you got actually a freezer on it there. And then you could take, make you a nice little pantry out there, put your fruits and vegetables and whatever else out there, and keep them all winter long, and they'll be fresh as a daisy come spring still. You need 5 or 10 acres right off the Canadian border. Well, I think there's 5 or 10 acres you can probably buy, but that's it ain't gonna do you much good. That's where Rosie O'Donnell was climbing the wall and she fell. And when she fell, there was well, for lack of a better term, there's a giant hole there now. But that land's going cheap there. So if you don't mind filling it in. He's got lots of snowmen during the winter. You just got to dig them out. You're right. Dutchy Dutch, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Dutchy Dutch got his channel. They restricted. He can't do live streams for 90 days. Somebody's poked the bear and upset, YouTube about it. So. Bastards, I tell you, Dutchy Dutch, bastards. That's what they are. Oh. That's right. Just like pole souls, you just got to get the dirt out of them. I thought I'd save you the aggravation and say it for you there, Dutch. That Mr. Retro that come in and started some crap. I'm just checking his channel out real quick. Because he used the F word in there, and the only way you can do that is to be a moderator. GameGuru@gmail.com. I'll have to remember that. fact, I'll put that in my little save. So, let's see. Where do you put the contacts at? I don't know. Oh, where the heck would you put contacts? I'll send a little email. Wow, he's in Turkey. There we go. I just sent him a message. Thanks for your input. Let's see. There you go. That's good, Dutchy Dutch. Yep, Mountain Men are on Discovery tonight. Yep, I got a DVR'd. Yeah. Sad day today. Burt Reynolds passed away. That's right. Sad day. He did a good movie back in the 60s with Angie Dickerson. It was a Western. I can't remember the name of it, but Sam. Something Sam. Uh, but Angie Dickerson hires him to dive into a river boat that's sunk, retrieve a bunch of gold, take it back to the place where the gold is kept, and put it back where it belongs because it was stolen. And she wanted it done before they found out it was missing because her family name was at stake. So it was a pretty good movie. Well, that's good there, Amber. Never heard of Mighty Boss. What kind of cleaner is it there, Junkyard? Terminal cleaner or parts cleaner or what? Ronnie Red Hamathes. That's man, that's named so hard that thing. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Or is it Roni? I can't. So what do you use it for, Junk? What do you clean with it? And where do you buy it at? TSC, Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply. Okay. TSC, okay. I think tomorrow I'm going to go to the thrift store because they're still 60% off and they're bringing stuff in every day. Oh, which movie was that? Deliverance? Jenny, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I know you've been in a couple times and you think everybody hasn't seen you or whatever. I go to say hi to you and you say bye by the time I say hi to you. I'm sorry about that, but welcome here. You're looking lovely as ever. How are you doing tonight? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I didn't want you to think we were ignoring you because we weren't. I was getting into talking about something else, and then I turned around and seen you said hi, and then you said goodbye. So, but White Lightning, that was a good movie. You're right. Stick, that was a good movie. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Uh, that was a good movie. Hey, the boss wants to see you. Yeah. Cecil's here. Cecil, yeah. You know the guy, the man you took his job. He's here. And he walks up there with a can of gas and a martini glass, and he pours some in a martini glass and splashes it on him. Then he lights a lighter. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I thought Deliverance was done. I thought it was done in Alabama, but I ain't for sure. I could be wrong. Yeah, Deliverance was done in Georgia. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was Alabama, but it was Georgia. Sure do got a pretty mouth. Now squeal like a pig. Wee, wee. Poor Ned Beatty. That's all you'll ever be known for. By the way, everybody, Jenny said hi. Yeah, it's a little slow today. There's only 9 of us in here. I teased my sister. It was in her. I do from on Sunday and Thursday. I do from 8 o'clock, so 2 hours. So, and then I do Sunday through Sunday in the mornings. So, well, good evening, Kathy Miller. You're looking lovely as ever. All right, you got some history of Bert being in your area. There's the cook. That's right. Well, she wasn't talking to me. So. No, I actually cooked dinner tonight. I did. Eh, I boiled the chicken, I drained it, I barbecued it, I put it in a pan, I sauced it up, I put it in a pan and sauced it all up, I baked it. I did the gratin potatoes, which was out of the box, I did the corn, and I made the scratch made biscuits, all by my little old lonesome. All right there, Dutchy Dutch, you have yourself a good night. Get you some sleep, man. You saying night to Dutchy Dutch, or are you leaving there, Jenny? For those that didn't catch it, we had a celebrity here on the chat room today. Randy Quaid was in here tonight. Oh, all right. Well, good night to you too, there, Jenny. If you're going to bed, good night. You have yourself a great night. We're going to be getting off here in 6 minutes. So, but according to this guy, he's the real Randy Quaid. I take it. I can't call the guy a liar because I don't know him. So. Randy Quaid, Dennis Quaid's brother. You go look at his thing, and he's been a YouTuber for 2.5 years, and he's only got a few subscribers, but he says he's out to expose Hollywood for what they've done to him. And if you guys know anything about Randy Quaid and his story, he has had some trouble with Hollywood the last 10, 12 years. Exposing the Hollywood one step at a time, Illuminati killed my career. It's payback time. Oh. He doesn't have anything else to do now, so yeah. Last time I heard Randy Quaid was arrested for actually breaking into the house that he had sold a couple of years prior to, and they were living there. So he probably is. If it's a true Randy Quaid, he probably is upset. So I would think it'd be cool if it is a real Randy Quaid. I got 4 minutes. Anybody want to talk about something for 4 minutes? Other than how handsome I am? Hard to believe that I can be this damn good looking at this young of age. Usually it takes you somebody to be this damn good looking till 70, 80. But I managed to get it all done at the age of 55. Well, it might have very well could have been him. Then again, it could have, might not have been. I can't call him a liar. Can't call him that's not him because, I don't know. But just don't talk about me. Well, let's talk about you, Junkyard. I did talk, and if you guys haven't seen it, check out John Franco's video. I'm not going to show it on here, but he's got a Nike video, and it has practically gone viral. It was at 35,900 views when I started the live stream. It 35,800, I don't know, something like that. But now it's at 35,843 views. So he's getting a couple hundred views an hour on it. So, and here it is. I'll give you the link. You guys want to go check it out? Show John some channel love, some support. All right, Kathy. I love you, honey. I'll see you in a little bit. It is 9:59, everybody. So I'm going to get out of here. Check out that John Franco video. All right, everybody. Good night. Prayers and peace. Stay safe. God bless. I enjoy your company. I really do. I enjoy the thoughts, the comments, everything. I enjoy sharing my time with you. We will see you tomorrow morning around 6:30 a.m., God willing, Eastern Standard Time. So y'all have a great night, and we'll catch you then. Yeah, I have to get up and entertain you guys. Good night, everybody.